Meghan gets mad because Harry won't let her shine. Tensions peak at baby showcase event. Harry is going through a crisis when he is no longer as respected as he was when he was in the royal family. At the launch interview event, the real issue revolved around Meghan Markle. She can't stand not being the center of attention. Everyone paid attention to their new baby, making Meghan uncomfortable, and quickly ended the photo shoot. Harry currently only knows how to complain about the media. He has changed in an extreme way. The image of Harry as young, dynamic, and admired before compared to the present is sad. Not only that, the popularity and love that Harry once had has now become burdensome as he constantly whines about the media instead of facing it like before. This made me feel the loss not only of his reputation but also of his poor personal qualities. Meanwhile, Meghan is a person who always wants to be the center of attention and does not accept being behind others. In fact, Meghan intercepts polo events and always wants to stand out. Specifically, the image of Meghan with a wide-brimmed hat and enthusiastic actions is used to create a picture of a woman who does not stop attracting attention to herself anytime, anywhere. This is not only a quote about personal behavior, but also a way to condemn selfish attitudes and disrespect for others. After giving birth, Meghan kept her habit of hugging her belly like she did every time she was in public, forgetting she had given birth. I don't think a real mother would forget the baby she was supposed to no longer be there. There is a part of the clip. Also, she rubs her head in the same position over and over again. How uncomfortable for a soft-headed baby. The act of hugging or massaging the head can be detrimental to a child's development and requires appropriate attention and extra care. Meghan is not a good mother. The two wavy guys thought it was a big joke to parade the dolls out to the public. With her outrage at the press and her indignation, at least a little compliance with royal life. The arrogant couple's response was to try and have a joke at the expense of the press and the public. When the truth is finally revealed, the timid press will stop at nothing, claiming they always knew every detail. Those two will be kicked out of the royal family along with their fake dolls. There was a complete lack of respect for the photographers and interviewers to keep the baby's head and face covered. No other royal has ever kept a Muslim baby covered. With all the noise of the cameras and repeating sounds and voices in the hall, the baby will flinch and startle. No, H&M. We weren't fooled when asked if they could see the face they did nothing to show him. Nasty pair of liars and cheaters. If this is true, and these two hustlers did this, then it is a huge problem for the British royal family. How can they admit to it? These two look bad as hell. He has the sweetest temperament. He doesn't wake up at all. And he never cries or poops in his diaper. I have never knew how easy it is to have a newborn. Exactly. I get all different babies, but the first time a mother describes their newborn this way, I think something is wrong. Meghan looked so uncomfortable, embarrassed, awkward. Like it was the last thing she wanted to do, which is really at odds with normal attention-seeking behavior. Plus, a new mother tends to be the one holding the baby. She may be humbled, but she's also proud of her new bundle and showing off the baby. A newborn baby tends to not only squirm and make many facial expressions, but also tends to have tiny hands positioned like a fist. This baby is absolutely a doll. These two plotted and planned this entire fake charade for money, involving this poor child with no royal blood having to play impersonation all his life. What cruel people these two are! Harry was so inexperienced. He laughed in surprise that they were able to get away with the trick. Unlike Baby George's presentation, this baby doesn't move at all. Baby George is wiggling his fingers and moving from the noise and flashing lights. This fake doll is frozen. I can't listen to him. I have to mute, skip ahead, pause, leave the room, anything to not hear his voice. Some noises just do that to me, and some people speak voices. Born on May 6th. This press call is on the 8th. But Harry says a lot has changed in 2 weeks. Serious question that needs answering now. Those poor children whose lives are devastated by these twos need attention. You will see the baby at the polo match. The doll's legs never move for 3 hours. Meghan's doll never needed a drink in hot weather. She kept the baby for 3 hours or more with one movement of the head arms or legs. It is not allowed for any cousin to touch, and the right hand never moves. Zoom in. It is plastic or a prosthetic. Meghan thinks she can fool everyone. She's too immature. When watching this little video of theirs, I always feel like watching two people petting a small animal that they don't care about. Show it with a very quick will. They both looked uncomfortable and/or laughed like friends who were very stupid to believe it was a real baby. There was absolutely no movement or attitude from either the mother or the parents, especially with a newborn. Your first one! You hold the baby like it is the most precious thing that ever existed. Normal new parents do it anyway. When you see Meghan with Archie, when he's supposed to be 6 months old or older, you can tell that she definitely hasn't held on to him very much since he was born. I can tell you that as a mother I can hug my child in any situation, while Meghan is always seen holding this poor baby doll like it was a bag of dirty potatoes. She's so fake and stupid. Maybe that's why she thinks she can fool everyone, which is ridiculous. If there is nothing to hide, then why do they hide their children? No one sees them taking them to school, shopping, or even giving them ice cream. Don't you find that suspicious? Even the neighbors around Harry and Meghan's house confirmed that there was not even a single voice from the children. Harry and Meghan always go out alone without any children. I have a suspicion that they are hiding them and using them as props on William and Catherine's coronation day to steal the spotlight. My strongest reaction is, it's just the unnatural way Meghan and Harry talk about this supposed baby. They may even tell a child's temperament that some days are unreasonable. They talk about parenting after 2-3 days with little to do but work on it, instead of talking about what lies ahead. Except they don't actually coax it, not having a reality check, and not wanting to show him admirers like most new parents do is all very strange. If one day Meghan suddenly becomes deranged, when the journalist asks, "Meghan, please tell us how your new baby is," who knows? Maybe she'll answer, "Oh, he's great. Doesn't cry. Doesn't need to be fed. Doesn't need to be bathed. Doesn't need to be put to sleep. Can be kept anywhere. And is made of flexible plastic." I'm really going to laugh like crazy. It's so funny. By the time she woke up, it was too late. Everything was revealed. It just shows the lies that were told. The palace was apparently unaware that the baby had been born. They were only given the announcement details shortly before Harry called a press conference to announce himself. Watch once again the anger at the fraud Harry and Meghan are perpetrating on the public is brought home. What a vile thing to do. Harry and Meghan defied the public and their families to carry out many dark plots. They should not be members of the royal family. I've got 3 grandchildren. None of them just lie there. In addition, babies make a lot of different noises, even while sleeping. I recall watching this clip when it first came out. There was a point when he moved his finger and pressed on the blanket, like he was pressing a button, that created the doll's change. If I ever forced any of my children like that, the baby would open his eyes and move his head and arms, not just slightly. When introducing the child to the public, Harry and his wife looked very nervous and insecure. There was an air of fear in them, because their child is stiff, immobile, and does not move even a little. The most surprising thing is its hardness. When the photographer wanted a close-up look at the child, Harry, for some reason he tended to ignore and distract from the story. Harry and Meghan then quickly ended the conversation to draw the photographer's attention away from the child. At first, she goes to put her hands around her baby the way she has done throughout her entire pregnancy. Then she realized and changed hands, remembered, and blinked rapidly. This should never happen after a mother goes through a difficult birth. Her entire body and brain no longer had any baby there. She acts, and act badly. Okay, I feel this topic is very good, and there are many issues to discuss. Don't forget to comment below to let me know your opinion. Support our channel by clicking like and subscribing to the channel to watch more interesting videos. Thank you and bye-bye.